Judge Comey, Mcabe, and Orr facing jail time by Timothy Kevin Whiteman for ConservativeTribune.com. James Comey may want to remind himself of the old saying, "Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive." Yeah, and it can also land you in federal prison too. According to a former judge turned U.S. congressman, the three FBI honchos at the heart of the FISA memo scandal very conceivably could find themselves in the Hooskow for conspiring to overthrow the constitutionally legal election of President Donald Trump. As we all know, prison's never a good thing. U.S. Rep. Louis Gohmert knows it too. Before he was elected to Capitol Hill as one of the most conservative Republicans in Congress, Gohmert was a state district judge in Texas who eventually became Chief Justice of the state's 12th District Court of Appeals, according to his House biography. That means he oversaw some serious criminal cases, including death penalty cases. It's a fair bet the man knows what he's talking about when it comes to the FISA memo, and as a former judge, he's talking about people going to jail. Reported by Luke Rosiak of the Daily Caller, Gohmert is going public with, in his opinion, that the three arguably most prominent individuals in what some are calling FISA-gate could see a whole lot more than just their careers swirl the bowl. Never one to shy away from controversy, Gohmert jumped into the FISA memo scandal feet first. As Rosiak reported, the Lone Star rep is correctly pointing out that ex-director of the FBI, James Comey, Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, technically still employed but no longer working, and ex-Associate Deputy Attorney General Bruce Orr all just might end up seeing exactly what the inside of a prison looks like. But this time for the prisoner's perspective, as Rosiak reported. Is Louis Gohmert right about this? A FISA court judge has grounds to hold Department of Justice officials, including Bruce Orr, in contempt of court for making misrepresentations about the sources of information used to obtain a surveillance warrant against a Trump associate. A former judge and Republican congressman said, "I think it's important to know who the FISA judge was and why, with all the info he's had for some time, he has not put anyone in jail for committing fraud on his court." Louis Gohmert, a Texas Republican who serves on the Committee on the Judiciary, told the Daily Caller News Foundation Friday, "You shouldn't be able to get quotes from Bruce Orr or former FBI Director Jim Comey or Deputy Director Andrew McCabe because they ought to be sitting in jail for committing fraud upon the court," he said. Absolutely, they should be sitting in jail. What's taking them so long? Perhaps giving the best Cliff Notes summary of the deep state's gang that couldn't shoot straight. Rosiak broke it down in such a fashion that even a SJW would have trouble disputing it. A memo declassified Friday showed that the Department of Justice sought a FISA court granted a warrant to spy on former Trump campaign official Carter Page based on a dossier that was funded by the Clinton 2016 presidential campaign and the Democratic National Committee and orchestrated by the opposition research firm Fusion GPS. Fusion paid the wife of then Deputy Associate Attorney General Bruce Orr, and Orr met with Fusion co-founder Glenn Simpson. Comey and McCabe are implicated in what many conservatives describe as a conspiracy to weaponize federal law enforcement to illegally remove Trump from office. The Washington Examiner is also reported of the now uncovered possible conspiracy regarding the FISA court. The political origins of the Steele dossier were known to senior DOJ and FBI officials but excluded from the FISA applications. Breaking News Studio is also covering Representative Gohmert's comments via YouTube. According to BNS, Gohmert has also advocated that Comey, Mcabe, and or answer for committing fraud upon FISA court. In short, when Louis Gohmert talks, America should be listening. Yeah, but again, you see, the judge is an Obama appointee, so he's not going to go after them. Do you see what I'm saying? If it was like another judge, a clean judge, so to speak, and he was lied to when they signed, they gave him the documents to sign the FISA warrant under false pretenses, a clean judge would have had them sitting in prison right now and then explaining themselves, but they'd be in prison. But since the judge is dirty, he's an Obama appointee, that Contreras guy, that's why they're not sitting in prison, you see? Unbelievable. Under normal circumstances, yes, they should be in prison by now. And then, allowed time to go to trial to explain themselves, but meanwhile they'd be in prison. But not in this case. That's why nothing has been taking place, because the corruption runs deep and they have things on the judges also. In order for the judge to sign something over, they have incriminating evidence, Obama has, because he spied on everybody, you see? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.